Check out this clip from the latest pre-patch podcast.
I got the games that came out during opening night live for Gamescom. And if you're unfamiliar with Gamescom, we are talking about the convention that is happening in Cologne, Germany, where, you know, this is basically industry. Like, this is the EU E3 kind of, except it is what E3 used to be, which is basically just like industry and all that kind of stuff. So I always love Gamescom. I think it's one of the better conventions of the year. We get a lot of really good you know, games and trailers and all that kind of stuff. So
it is now. A lot of the other ones kind of went to shit.
Yeah. So all right, this was everything that was launched on Gamescom. We're going to stop. We'll go over titles that we want to talk about and review, but the fucking first one, fucking Borderlands 4. Dude, when they dropped this fucking teaser, and especially because the movie is just trash, I was sitting there going, bro, they're the most brilliant fucking marketing company I've ever seen in my life, or B, they are so out of touch that they have no fucking clue.
I think it's the latter. I ain't gonna lie. I think it's the latter. Yeah.
Dude, okay, hear me out. Just hear me out for a second. What if they knew that the movie was going to be so fucking bad that people were going to flock to the games to kind of cleanse the palate? Because people are not going to stop playing Borderlands. So they're like, yo, we just dive even further into this game being garbo, or this movie being garbage, and we're going to fucking just have the games. Like, we're going to up the sales, because the sales of the game skyrocketed.
I think you're giving them way too much credit, bro.
I think you're giving Randy Pitchford way too much credit.
I'm just saying.
I feel like you're saying that Randy Pitchford is smarter than everybody actually knows that he is, and that's not very smart.
Well, is anybody excited for Borderlands 4? I mean, we didn't get a lot, right? Like, this was no gameplay.
I mean, as I was gonna say, we literally didn't get anything. Like, we literally got the bare minimum fucking Skyrim treatment of like an expanse and then a fucking title, right? Like, that's all we got.
And I wasn't too big a fan of Borderlands 3. I don't know if I'll really get into.
We liked Tiny
4.
Tina's.
I was gonna say Tiny Tina's was good. Yes. But this is not that.
Mobley Dick, bro. I'm never gonna forget Mobley Dick.
You can't forget Mobley Dick. We love Mobley Dick.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm there with you, man. Like, I was always a fan of the Borderlands series, which made me even more mad about the whole fiasco with the actual TV show, right?
The movie.
The movie, yeah. I'm semi looking forward to it, but at the same time, I'm like, I already know that they're gonna fucking it's just gonna be Borderlands 3 over again.
But is that bad to like? They're like Borderlands has got.
Borderlands 3 was pretty rough, man.
No. I'm not saying to redo Borderlands 3 or like. I'm saying like the Borderlands formula, if it's done right, works, right? Like it's done well, you know.
100%. Yeah, like you said, Tiny Tina's adventure or whatever it was, the D&D one was actually. Did a really seemed like it did really well. I didn't purchase it because obviously they went down the whole route of fucking exclusivity on Epic Games Store.
Also biting them in the ass.
That makes me laugh like crazy. Fucking Randy Pitchford 4 years ago, like, yeah, fucking Epic's gonna stick it to the man, and now he's crawling back to fucking Steam 4 years later.
Oh god.
Yeah, that makes me laugh. That makes me laugh a lot. But yeah, I don't know, man.
Hey. Look, I love looter shooters. I like Borderlands. I think the games are fun. If it's done right, great. I mean, I'm hoping for like a more beefed up version of, you know, Borderlands 2, which in my opinion was probably the best Borderlands that's ever come out.
Agree.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
So, you know,
I don't, and to be completely honest, like, I can't tell you what exactly it was about Borderlands 3 that I didn't click with. I just didn't click with any of it. Like, the entire game just didn't fucking do it for me.
And the planetary traversal.
So
really
it might have been.
It was the traversal, but at the same time, for me, I think it was the villains. Handsome Jack just did too well for the second game.
True,
like
Handsome Jack is like the ultimate villain.
He didn't do it for me. I was just like, I don't really.
There's like a rumor that he might be coming back in this. So
I mean, that would be the only way that they could save it, honestly.
Yeah, honestly.
I think this is one of the things where it's never worked when you are satirical about content creator, like streamers, and like they went super heavy into Borderlands 3 and that being like, oh, we're streamers.
Well,
Like it just doesn't work.
And they went down the wrong route of streamers too. It was like they leaned too heavily into it, and I felt like that was just, I don't know. It didn't come off as satirical. It just came off as annoying.
Well, that's like, do you guys remember,
it really did.
I mean, streamers can be annoing though.
I don't know.
They
if
can
was,
be.
I don't know if it was. Yeah, I'm looking at 3 of them. If I don't know if it
Oh
was,
shit.
if it was Spider-Man or Miles Morales, but one of the main, I think it was the first Spider-Man, but like the side story shit was a streamer, content creator, person, or whatever else. And I 100% of that game, and I hated every fucking part of that. When I saw it, I felt like this is a slap in the face. I fucking can't stand it. I don't know. That's just So I'm not a big fan of them doing like, oh, we're streamers. Like, we get it. We're fucking streamers. We're there's a group of us that are really fucking weird. Like, but that they don't speak for the rest of us. So anyway, I don't know. Borderlands 4. I'd be interested to see how many people wishlist this, and how many people.
I mean, it's come back to Steam.
Yeah.
So that's a big one. I think it'll do well.
I think no matter what,
for
it
come
will.
back to Steam.
Yeah.
Oh,
no matter the movie, I think it'll do just fine. I'm sure.
All right. Oh God, we can skip this, right? Nobody gets. Please, Tony, please don't play Black Ops 6, bro. Come on,
bro. Nah, okay, you can skip it.
I mean, if you want to see it, we can talk about it. But
I don't want to talk about it because I don't like the movement. I'm just being rude to you.
You don't like the omnidirectional.
So
you don't like the movement, bro?
No. Ever since Call of Duty kind of turned this whole movement based stuff, it's kind of like I know when it's time. I'm an old man. It's time for me to just hang up the reins. I'm no longer the young kid that's on Adderall and coffee and shit.
Cracked out Timmy's.
That's what we said.
And shit.
When they first announced it, we were kind of talking about it, and I was saying, I think myself and Scruffy were saying that like it feels like Call of Duty is in a constant state of like catching up with the rest of the fucking gaming community, like the gaming development community. They're just like 6 years behind because like the movement. I'm just like, dude, we've had that movement now for ever. Like, why is this suddenly a huge thing for fucking Call of Duty?
It's because they don't know who they want to listen to. They don't know if they want to listen to the fucking the Zoomer Gen Alpha fucking crowd, like my kids, or they want to listen to like their original fan base that again boycotted last week's
built their game.
Yeah, built everything for them and really like it. Like I go to watch. Like, here's what I'll say, and you guys know. I mean, I'm not an avid Fortnite hater, right? Like, I don't mind Fortnite. It is what it is. Like, I can go, okay, calm it down, calm your tits, bro. Just chill out, Tony. I can go and watch Fortnite and go, okay, cool. Like, I know what Fortnite is. I get it. Like, they add some different, like here, you go now. And if you watch like Warzone now, I swear to God, it's like watching something completely. It's like you hit a nail on the head, Tony. It is like watching like this Adderall, like G Fuel fucking just ridden, like crazy. Just it's insane. So especially whenever I hear somebody bitching about UI on fucking Hunt, and I'm like, go look at this fucking vomit on your screen. Like, Modern
Warfare 2 and 3 had the worst UI ever.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible.
But they didn't change it 4 years down the road.
Yes, they have. They've made it 1,000 times
on new games, not on the same game.
Fucking bad.
It might as well be the same game though, Enigma.
I mean, true. That's true.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's terrible, and I just I don't get at this point the ideology where people are just like, yeah, I'm gonna buy into it. My fucking brother, he's like, yo, you're gonna play COD, right, bro? I'm like, no, I'm not playing COD because they do the same shit every fucking year, and it's the same garbage, and it's just year after year after year. He's like, no, it's different this year. I'm like, dude, come on.
It's always different the next year, right?
Get it for free or some shit. So be like, I got the game for free.
I mean, if I play it for free, yeah. If I can play it for free, not on Game Pass, sure. But I'm just
and then he'll fucking love it. He'll be like, "This is the best game ever. I love this shit. I love this movement. It's amazing."
And I'll say the only thing that I might play is the zombies on Game Pass. And of course, if I'm playing zombies, I'll try the multiplayer. But
if the war zone is free,
I really didn't want to play this game mostly now because of what they shafted us on the mod MW2 remastered mod. Really pissed about that still. So it's really put a salty taste in my mouth.
Well, what if you put a salty taste in a goat's mouth? Would you like that? They I didn't even know.
What? That sounds weird. And
I'm saying, man, ghost.
Never utter that again, please.
Utter. I see what you did there, but I. Oh my god. Goat Simulator Remastered. Is this, dude? Let me ask you a question because I am. I am. Is this a game that like people really clamor over?
Goat Simulator, for some reason.
I don't understand it.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I've never got it.
Every time I boot up Steam, that's the first recommended game to me. Every time, like, it's Goat Simulator. I don't understand.
Goat Simulator was the original like brain rot.
It's like a meme game, right? It's like I thought that's what it was. 100%.
I mean, it's all like parodies of stuff. Like, I think this literal like image we're seeing right now, is that not the once Detroit Human guy?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that it looks like him. So I imagine that's probably what that is. And it's just a big parody game with a weird ass goat doing GTA shit.
Let's watch it. I don't know.
I don't know. I didn't watch it. So
is this? I don't understand where and why this thing. Chat, is anybody in chat?
Hold on. Rewind that just a little bit.
Okay.
Did you see what that said? Cash grab penitentiary.
Oh, that's where Sin's locked up in.
Cash grab penitentiary. God damn it. Holding for cash grab crimes against gaming. All right. I mean, yeah, I don't know. This is just I don't know who this is for.
People who like goats.
Is it really people that like goats? Like,
I've never had you hit it to play it, but it is.
You hit it on the head. You hit it on the head earlier. It's literally for people that just don't have anything else. It's a brain rot.
It's a brain,
Bro, I just saw Anduin that like had like a early. This is fucking Skyrim. This is Detroit to Human. I don't know what the fuck those cops are.
Yeah.
Is
what
the fuck is that game when you getting pulled in the cart?
Skyrim. That Skyrim is to pull in the cart.
Skyrim, yes. Skyrim. Yep. Grand Theft Auto, yep.
I don't know if that's Assassin. What the fuck is that?
Dude? Yeah, this is just what Goat Simulator does, man. Like they just take popular games and remake them in Goat Simulator.
And they're just supposed to be like goofy, weird.
Yeah, it's goofy. I mean,
brain rot goofiness. Yeah,
I've watched people play before. It's funny. I won't lie. Like some of the stuff, the gimmicks, like I get a kick out of it, but I just don't ever see it's a game I want to play. I just don't.
I don't even know how you play it. Like,
I don't know.
Is that a goat doing pull-ups?
Yeah, bro. That's from Red Dragon.
Oh
that's
my
that movie.
god.
Yeah. This is crazy. Is this motherfucker about to be in a Hannibal Lecter? I bet he is. Dude, this is okay. What the? Dude, this is so fucking weird. Oh, Scruffy, I feel like you would play this. I don't know why, man.
No,
I've
never had the urge to, man. It's just, I don't know. It is just really weird. I just don't see a point in it.
Wow.
Really.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well,
I don't know.
We showcased Goat Simulator. All right.
Wait, that's just
we didn't need to. We really didn't need to.
No.
Yeah, we didn't.
They announced Persona Reload 3 Reload DLC. I know a bunch of people are happy about that. Dying Light the Beast, which is another DLC coming out.
That's actually, I believe they're making it into a full.
No, this is
game.
Yeah, this is Dying Light the Beast is a new game. It's a brand new game.
Be a DLC.
I thought,
but they've decided to make it a game, like a separate game.
Yeah.
So it's its own. I know it's like 20 hours. Its own. Okay. All right. Cool.
Yep.
They Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, King of Meat, another stuff. It's like Fall Guys, Stumble Guys. Like it's just, dude, what the fuck, man? This is the genre that's
Sparking
out there.
Zero. Yeah.
Was there anything on here that you guys wanted to kind of see? I don't know. Room in Hell 2. We got some more footage on that. which we've talked about before in the past.
Yeah, I'm gonna be playing that once it comes out.
So
No More Room in Hell.
Yeah,
No More Room in Hell is
man.
dope, dude.
That is. It was such a brutal.
If you've never
zombie survival, dude, it's tough.
If you've never played it, it's kind of like Left 4 Dead, but like a little bit more realistic, a little bit more
realistic, more brutal.
What's the word I'm looking for? Like customizable. Like you can customize your characters a little bit more and everything like that. So like with their builds and everything. This is supposed to be actually a lot better than the last one too. Like from what I've heard, it's supposed to be like
the last one's like old now.
Yeah, it is. This one's supposed to be like a open world, like an open world MMO almost.
Like
so
more along like State of Decay kind of vibes.
Yeah, slightly. I think
State of Decay is very arcadey. This game is not, like we said. This is more on the realistic side of.
Okay, I might give this a shot.
Yeah, man. But they're tough games. They are not easy. But it's a lot of fun.
I remember when I first played this the first time with a couple of my buddies I was doing internet radio with. I had a guy that like in the first one, if you got bit by zombies, you would actually turn into a zombie after a certain amount of time, right?
Yeah, that's how it worked. Yeah.
Dude straight up was like, bro, you got bit. I saw you get bit. I'm like, no, I didn't. I'm good, dude. I didn't. He's like, no, I saw you get bit. I'm gonna kill you. I'm like, dude, I never got bit. And then he fucking nailed me right in the face with a shotgun. I was like, dude,
broken because of this game.
So it is multiplayer then, yeah?
It is multiplayer.
It's co-op. It's more so, but yes, this one looks like to be more than the first though. It says 8-player permadeath co-op. With the open world. I don't know how the permadeath. That's interesting.
Well, it's like run based essentially. So like you go into like a huge open world and you just go through. Though. It's still run based, but it's like an open world from what I understand. Yeah.
Gotcha. Now. Arc Raiders, bro.
Yeah, what is
been
this?
Waiting to see more of this. We saw this like a year or so, or a year and a half ago. I don't know what showcase it was. It is another looter shooter. We got vibes of like, I think like Destiny at the time. It was supposed to be.
It's a fucking. They turned it into a what's called a extraction shooter now. Yeah.
Oh,
so no more looter shooter.
Well, it's a looter.
I mean, it's an extraction shooter. You looter extraction shooter,
so
but
it's more like the cycle now.
I guess I'm not sure. I just remember that
you would think that you get a trailer and it could explain it, but I don't feel like I'm getting anything out of this.
They updated it. They updated it recent or like a while ago and basically stated, "Hey, we're going down the route of like a looter shooter." And I was like, I'm good. I'm done. Before that, I was like, yeah, I'm 100% in this.
Bro, this is Nexon. Holy dude, Nexon is pumping fucking games out left and fucking right. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I would have loved to see some gameplay.
Yeah.
Would have been nice.
I mean, I don't know what
we've seen none yet.
They showed less in this than they have in their past gameplay trailers.
Yeah.
Wow,
they did.
That sucks.
They did drop during this NetEase is doing that one, but Marvel Rivals official fucking launch date of fucking December 6th, and we get Bucky and we're getting Captain America. I'm so fucking stoked.
Early access, right?
What?
Early access, right?
I don't think so. I think it's full launch.
No, I think that's full launch in December.
It's full launch December 6th, and everybody and all heroes are free, bro. Fucking let's go.
That is crazy to me.
Banger. I'm just saying.
That's actually really good too.
So good.
Only thing I can say is if they release if they will release Cap with his current broken bullshit where he can literally just deflect whatever the fuck he wants to and it's not an alt, I'm gonna be pissed. Like they need to fix that. That's ridiculous.
Because you're gonna get pissed.
I'm probably gonna be, bro. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just like a little
Warhammer Space Marine.
We're not watching footage. We got enough of it.
You will watch it, sir.
No, we're not.
Click on it. You will fucking click on it.
I'm not clicking
right fucking now. Click on it right now,
okay,
bro.
Tony, I got a question for you.
Yes.
You are the Smite player, right? And I'm not clicking on this one either, Enigma, so don't worry about it. But I'm just asking, have you played Predecessor, or what are your thoughts on Predecessor?
Never. I've never played Predecessor. Oh, you talking about? Oh, no. That's Paragon. I'm thinking of Paragon, not Predecessor.
Well, it's the same thing.
It's the same.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing. It's the same.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm clicking on it. Sorry, Enigma. I'm clicking on it so you can see it.
I have played Paragon, yes.
Okay. Do you know the story of what happened to that game, Tony? I don't know if you.
No, I just stopped playing it.
Got
I
shut
never
down,
looked
and
back.
then the rights were kind of like just like sold off to like anybody can like use their engine in their game, and so multiple people tried making the game again. Like developers, there was like 3 of them at one point. I think Predecessor was the only one to live on.
They didn't really try making the game. They just tried reselling the game as it was.
Well, that's what I mean.
Minor details.
Yeah, essentially the same game.
Yeah, but
this is a fucking waste of space. Honestly, like, I don't understand why we're still talking about it.
I did play this.
If you played Paragon, then you've played this. But they've updated. I mean, to give it its just desserts. Like it's not terrible. Like it
wasn't terrible. You know, I played terrible.
Enigma. I think we should go back and give it another shot, man. I mean, I've played it some more recently, and it's not bad. Because I mean, we can't, because League.
What have they done?
League destroys.
They added like characters. So. That's about it. Like, what have they fucking done? It's still the same fucking game. No, literally nothing has changed.
It's not Smite 2 where I'm getting charged for the exact same game. At least this game's free.
I mean, Smite 2 is free too.
Yeah. Have they gone and like surpassed
it is.
what the base game was?
Yeah. I mean, they've they took out
they've added their own content now, is what I'm asking.
Yeah, they've added a bunch of new characters. And they took out like the card system and shit. All right. Cool, I just realized it's fucking. We got 25 minutes. We got so much to go through. Path of Exile 2, bro. This is, and we're getting it.
Yeah, you guys talk about fucking what's it called Marvel Rivals. I'm like, fuck Marvel Rivals, bro. Path of Exile 2 is gonna be much better. Fuck Marvel Rivals, bro. Path of Exile 2 is where it's at, bro.
I'm not denying it, but how appropriate is that Diablo's fucking shit launches like toward the end of October, and literally 2 weeks later, Path of Exile is like, you know what, Path of Exile 2, go ahead, you guys can fucking have early access to it.
Well, how bad is it that World of Warcraft, their biggest like addition to their new update is like, hey, you remember that stuff that you asked us not to put in anymore? You know, puzzles. You know how you guys said, hey, we don't want any more puzzles. Or did Diablo, yeah, I'm sorry. Diablo 4. The community has been telling them no more puzzles. We hate puzzles. Stop doing puzzles. Right? What does Diablo 4 do? Hey, by the way, we're doing an entire like dungeon dive where it's gonna have nothing but dungeon dive and puzzles. We know you guys want that. You're welcome.
Stevens is still enjoying it. He's still playing quite a bit of it. I mean, I'm happy for it. I'm sad that the game is not where it needs to be. But dude, Path of Exile 2 is gonna eat. As painful as it is, I think it's gonna eat fucking Diablo's lunch, dude.
It's 100%
we've said that from the get, man. I mean, it was always gonna be that way.
Tony, have you played Path of Exile at all?
I have never played them.
You should as someone, because you played Diablo 4, right?
I played Diablo.
Yeah. You should play and you can and listen, your bitch ass can play it on a controller, so you can't.
Don't be hating now. Don't be hating just because I'm a controller, man.
I'm just saying, you are a grown ass man. It's time to start to put the controller down.
No, never.
I was sad about this, dude. I loved what we saw with Dune Awakening, but we're not getting it until next year, which is sad. Did you guys see Reanimal? Did you guys see this the footage that was here?
No.
This actually looked really dope. Okay, I don't know why we don't need all this. But it's essentially like it gives me like Little Nightmares vibes. If this is the one I'm talking, if this is the one
it just said it was made by the people.
I want to play this. If it's giving me Little Nightmare vibes, I want to play this. Yes.
Yeah, so this is like Little Nightmares 2, the developers of it. So that's obviously why. But this isn't the one I was thinking of. But this does look really good. But it's this like side scrolling I don't know. I call it like hide and seek kind of style. I never played Little Nightmares. You did, Tony?
I played both. Yeah, them shits are so good, bro. They're so good.
Is there any combat in it, or is it just like literally running?
So it's mostly running and hiding and puzzles, like trying to figure out, and it's horror. Like there's a lot of horror aspects to it. Like the story, it is a story aspect, but you don't really pick up on it until you get a little deeper into it. But Reanimal reminds me of Limbo. Limbo. Little Nightmares, and then there was another game just like the Inside. Thank you. Yeah, those games, the horror aspect is just too good. Like yeah, it's just great. I'm gonna get this. I'm definitely gonna pick this up.
Genshin Impact's getting a new thing. We got a lot out of Monster Hunter Wilds. They actually did a good amount of footage on Monster Hunter Wilds.
You will fucking click on Monster Hunter Wilds.
Monster Hunter Wilds.
Fucking do it.
Yes.
You will fucking click on it right now.
I'll keep going right now. I'll just keep going straight down.
You fucking passed over.
Look, here we go.
You passed over. You passed over fucking what's it called? The fucking two.
This is
Path of Exile 2 for Reanimal.
We watched Goat Simulator though.
Yeah,
we watched Goat Simulator and Reanimal.
You got these like tentacles coming out of your arm, dude. The guy that hates the person that hates us talking over one another is gonna fucking go ape shit.
Oh my gosh, we've done the worst on this cast.
All right, yeah. So Monster Hunter Wilds. How long was this fucking trailer? This is okay.
This was like 3 minutes, almost 3 minutes. But I think they also had some more gameplay.
They had
some more gameplay later on.
Yeah.
But they showed off some new monsters, which is crazy. There's one I hate it. I can't fucking do it. The spider.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's a fuzzy spider too.
Yeah.
They did such a good job with the movement too. It freaks me out just watching it, dude. Like they did such a good job with it. I think they did show off the main settlement as well, if I'm not mistaken, which looked really, really good. They also featured the camp system, I believe, like setting up a new camp, which we knew it was going to be open world, but essentially they're making it so that like you can set up camps wherever you want to now, rather than having to like find specific camp locations, right? It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good, bro. I'm looking forward to it, bro.
Have they addressed? Is it in fact an MMO, or is it just an open world style Monster Hunter?
It's an open world Monster Hunter game with drop in, drop out.
So just like
so it's
world.
Just okay.
Not like world, because world you had to be inside of the the main settlement, I think, in order to pop people, unless you did like SOS beacons, right? This from everything I understand with this, it's drop in, drop out, seamless, drop in, drop out. So you can just join your people. They have NPCs as well. I know we got a comment on one of our shorts from before that we were covering it, where I had said that they have offline NPCs, and they had kind of taken that as like, oh, they have offline play, right? And so this is going to be an always online game. We don't know that. All I know is that they've basically stated that you're going to be able to use NPCs for single player. So that's all that they've told us, right? That's all we know. But they have confirmed you will be able to, instead of like having to call SOSs for other players, you have the option to either call players or call NPCs rather than just players. So that's huge. That is huge for people that don't necessarily want to play with other players because they're trash sometimes.
100%. So my only gripe with Monster Hunter World was the fact that you remember when you played, especially if you started playing from the very fucking beginning, you could not join your friends until they got to a certain point, or they got to see the monster first and all of that bullshit.
I'm really because they changed that with Monster Hunter Rise, right? Like Rise, you could join if I remember correctly, you could join your friends whenever. You didn't have to wait for them to go through like the cutscenes and everything like that. So I'm hoping that won't be the case, and with them stating that it'll be drop in, drop out, I'm hoping that it'll be just you drop in, drop out whenever the fuck you want to. It's not going to be a walk behind anything.
This is going to be so good. I can't wait. Yep.
I hope this is the Monster Hunter that I can get into, because I have tried Rise, I have tried World, I have tried.
I think if you would just get into World and like try it and stick with it, you would like it.
I think that's the same for me. I think I would enjoy World.
I've done it. I think the thing that like what Tony is talking about is one of the things that kind of turns me off a little bit to it.
Probably
because it is like, this. Somebody else plays. I notoriously played with Pika, and Pika fucking no life some this shit, and would get to a point where I'm like, God damn it, and so
I mean that is the problem with Monster Hunter games, is like if you have somebody like myself or like Pika that play it really like exclusively and play a hardcore and get all the stuff and we're max level or whatever by the time max level by the time that our friend is like level 2, like obviously there's nothing you can really do about that other than just having a separate character for when you play with somebody else, right? But
right.
I don't know. I think that having the NPCs is going to help, because at least at that point you have players or NPCs that are the same level as you, so you don't feel like you're overpowered. You don't feel like you're being carried. Yeah. But that's always going to be an issue with Monster Hunter playing with other people. So unfortunately, that's just how it goes.
Unless when people join, the monster and scales. The monster either gains scales, but I don't think they're going to do that.
They won't do that, because like that's the thing with Monster Hunter, is like the monster is always hard. It's always for the specific level that monster is, it's always going to be that difficulty level.
Have they scaled the players in the past then, like joining?
They've never scaled players when it comes to joining your party. The only thing that they've ever done with players is like added in sets of equipment that give like new players better stats and everything like that. That's the only thing they've ever really done in the past, in Monster Hunter World at least, to kind of help with that like introductory period, right? So,
gotcha.
Yep. All right, there you go. I clicked on your game. Leave me alone.
About fucking time.
For purposes of getting through the rest of the stuff, I mean, they announced a bunch of other stuff. Monument Valley 3, we had new Civ 7 stuff. The Starfield got their DLC announcement. Secret Level, which I know we've heard a lot of people, and I just want to go ahead and like Secret Level is well, here we go. Literally somebody asked about it. So J.Deep in chat is asking, did you guys see the Secret Level Amazon Prime series? So let's talk about it. Let's go ahead. We were about to mention.
I'm actually kind of excited for it. Okay. To be honest,
I still don't know what it is. What is it? Like,
it's a I think another episodic TV series, but each, like, I believe, don't quote me, each episode is like a different game, and they've got a list of games that they're already rumored to showcase. But it's made by the same people who have made Love, Death, and Robots, which is another episodic animated series, which is beautifully done. With
not A24. Not A24. Okay.
A24 touches it. I'm out.
What that show was like they had a huge conglomerate of like different animators who all worked on different episodes. So each episode was a different story and animated in a different way, pretty much. Some were short, some were long, some were funny, some were serious. It was beautifully done. And this being just made by the people who orchestrated that TV series really has me excited.
Is this kind of like What If?
Games.
Like in this, I mean, What If obviously is all in the Marvel genre, but
I don't know. I don't know like what the games go over, like if they're just in the same universes.
There's no way that they're not in the same universe. No, not at all. Because like if they're doing Sifu and fucking Warhammer. Like
no, each episode is its own game. It's not they're trying not combine them.
That's what I'm saying. If they're gonna try and like say that it's in the same universe, that's gonna be weird. I don't see how they're gonna do that. But
I mean, each episode could be with that game could be of that story in the same universe.
Yeah, I get that. I understand what you're saying.
Well, then what?
But that's what he was saying is like, is this going to be like What If, where it's all in the same universe?
No.
They're going to try and push that in.
No, I was saying that like what if is in the Marvel universe, but like each different stories of like, hey, like this was what if this would happen. They connected it obviously because of the multiverse and the MCU and all that bullshit.
Because it was the multiverse.
Yeah. Right. Okay. I'm just wondering like if this is just kind of like, hey, 30-minute episodes,
which was like side canon,
or whatever. But
maybe I don't know.
I mean, here's my thing: is, I mean, the reason that shows work, right, especially like episodic content shows, is because there's some overarching connecting thing. Like, I don't know if this is something where I'm like, hey, I'm just gonna go. I want to go watch this because it's got like Mega Man on it, and okay, I'm gonna go watch that, or oh shit, I want to go watch the Space Marine one. Like, right.
It's like it's got something for everybody almost.
My biggest thing is like, okay, I get where they're coming from. Like they're trying to hit like everybody, as many interests as possible, right? But it's like if you're gonna put like we don't have that many Space Marine action flicks, like cartoons, whatever you want to call them, episodic shows or anything like that. Like they're trying to do a Space Marine show coming up. Like if you put that much effort into it, like do the full season. Like I want to see more than just one episode.
I get where you're coming from, but if it's based off of the love, death, and robot thing, then I really believe that it's just going to be like short.
I've literally never watched that.
It's just
so
gonna,
I have no
like I
fucking
think it's
idea what that
literally
is.
just gonna be side stories.
Side stories, short side stories. It's not going to be something like in depth.
It looked like they had Cyberpunk in there as well. Cyberpunk 2077. So
yeah,
I don't know.
Possibly, I don't know. Well, it's just I think it's gonna be great. I think it's just gonna be a little taste of like games that we love, and it's gonna be beautifully animated, hopefully very well crafted stories. I think it's pretty good.
When is this dropping? It's happening
December,
right?
December. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. Interesting.
We're getting some information in chat from courtesy of Jay here, saying that Blur Studios is ran by Tim Miller, who directed the first Deadpool movie. So they're the ones who are going to be handling this.
All right, well, it's gonna be perfect.
So already that's a plus.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Plagued. There's another person in chat asking what the A24 slander is. Don't ask, please. We already don't have enough. We don't have enough time. We don't have enough time.
This is not the stream.
Bro, if you like A24, you're a fucking piece of shit. You know it.
We don't have enough time. Move on.
Smell your own farts.
This is not time for this.
You also go buy crumble cookies and think they're the best ones in the world, you douchebags. I'm just saying. Oh my
god.
All right. Age of Mythology, Towerborn, Delta Force got a early access launch. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I know a lot of people are fucking hyped about that.
I'm excited for that. Man.
So really dope there. And I think they showed actual gameplay. Though. Yeah, it got delayed to February. But we got gameplay footage. Honkai Star Rail. All right, I'm going to show this because I know that Enigma, we talked about this a little bit, but this is the new Batman Arkham VR game. Tony,
VR game. I'm playing it.
Yeah. Do you got a MetaQuest?
Do you have a VR headset?
I got an Oculus. Yes.
Okay.
No, nice. I think this is built for the Oculus, isn't it?
Yeah, it's built for MetaQuest 3. Yeah.
Nice.
So, I mean, a lot of people are kind of upset because they're like, "Oh, you're doing an Arkham game, but why not? Why not do a full-fledged Arkham game?" It's because they're still trying to survive or kill the Justice League. Good
luck.
But I don't know, man. I mean, yeah, this is
I think it looks good. I think it looked pretty nice. I think for a VR game, like a Batman game, I think it looks smooth, at least.
It looks like something that's gonna make me throw up. Like that combat when he's like zipping around, and I'm like, oh
maybe,
my god, I'm gonna fucking puke.
Yeah, it depends.
So, but look, VR. I want VR to succeed. I think VR needs.
That's my biggest thing.
Need a lot of love, man.
I think eventually it will. I don't think there's a chance that it's not going to. But I don't think it's just gonna. It's not gonna fade away. It is the future of gaming. It needs work.
It needs work, and it needs to be readily accessible for everyone to be able to use.
The biggest issue that we've always had with VR games is just like the cost versus what you actually get. Never fucking lines up, right? So I'm really hoping that this game right here is actually going to be like a decent fucking cost for what you get, right? Like if it's anything like Batman Arkham Asylum or anything like that, like that's going to be great. But I highly fucking doubt that.
I don't think we're there yet, to be honest.
Yeah,
especially with cost of games going up too. I just VR is an expensive like sector of gaming to get into. Or it can be. I know there is some affordable ways, but to be in VR comfortably is expensive.
Are you getting a Little Nightmares 3? There you go, Tony.
Hell fucking yeah. Let's go.
It's co-op, isn't it? It's co-op. It's giving you two player.
I guess, yes, maybe. I don't know. Once it gets a little bit closer.
Sure.
It's the friendship trailer.
Okay. Do we want to see, guys? We really have 7 minutes to get through.
We really don't have time.
We're not gonna get to the future game show. Like let's just stick with the fucking Gamescom and we'll talk about next week.
Next week. Mm-hmm. Bro, I'm just gonna go ahead and call it. I give 2 fucks about Peter Molyneux. I think he loves A24 movies. I know he fucking does.
You know what? I cannot wait till there's a day that an A24 movie comes out and Sin secretly loves it. But
he won't do it, man.
Anybody.
Yeah, he won't tell anybody. He won't. Yeah,
not tell anybody. But he watches it every night.
Did you guys see what this was though? The whole Masters of Albion. It's so Peter Molyneux made like Black and White. He's
supposed to. It's like a God game, isn't it?
It's basically like a God game. But everybody, like when you look at it, you're just like, dude, you need to just stop. Go away. Like, I know for a fact that he is one of these people that just like thinks that he's above everything, and it's just like super deep. Again, like A24, super deep fucking like individuals in his games are super deep. Even when you watch the trailer and you listen to it, it is like I'm being told that like I'm smart. It's like you're like the person that is talking to me is being like, I'm really smart and you're really dumb, but I'm gonna tell you how to play this game. And it just, I don't know. It's a god game that is basically like
you're selling me right now. I must have to play this game if it's.
Like you're selling it to me right now. What's going on?
No.
What was that? What was that old one? If it was a dark and or no, it was black and white, right?
It's
black and white.
It's literally black and white. Yeah. But like if you were to do hold on, God, dude, look at this. This is like the trailer is 4 minutes, and this dude fucking spends like a minute and a half talking about himself. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude. Essentially, yeah, it's a god game, but it's like a city builder. But then you also take like your person out and then do like have combat. And you are the master of Albion. A lot of people thought first off, like, oh, this is a fucking the MMO. Like,
yeah, so they're mixing Fable. So they're mixing Fable with like black and white.
Yeah, essentially. With like a city builder.
So it's a city builder, almost like Civ, but not against other people.
That's what black and white was. Black and white was a slight city builder. I mean, it had city building mechanics to it, but yeah.
Like, do we not like this right now because of the guy, the Peter guy?
No,
I mean, could this actually be a good game?
I think it'll be good.
I think it'll be fine. Cool. It's the problem. The problem is going to be if Peter Molyneux has anything to do with it, he's going to overpromise and under deliver. Yeah. That's just what he does. He's like he was Todd Howard before Todd Howard was Todd Howard. Like he is.
He was the No Man's Sky before No Man's Sky started. Yeah,
right.
I'm not even gonna flex. I might just play this because you can pick people up by their arms and fling them around.
Yeah, you can. Like
if you like that, go play black and white.
Yeah, seriously, play black and white.
You can there's black and white. You can literally pick people up and like shake them, and they scream in pain and like anguish.
Oh wow!
You're a god, and then you basically have the ability to but like you can do whatever you want to them. But now like this, like you inhabit this person, and then now you can go out and do combat as that person.
Cool.
Again,
cool.
The concept behind it is really cool, but the problem is that black and white, and like I said, like Peter Molyneux has a problem that it is just I don't know, man. He makes things pretentious.
Over promises and under delivers. Yeah.
Very, very pretentious. That kind of thing. But like this, like you can build, again, you're building a weapon out of like bread, and then you can put like
that's weird,
a sword and a blade on it.
Weird.
I don't know.
That's fucking weird. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It could possibly be good, but who knows with Peter Molyneux behind it. Squid Game got a mobile. I didn't even know Squid Game was still a thing. Like, okay.
Oh, the next season.
I think their next season's coming out. Yeah.
Well, they got a mobile game. Arena Breakout Infinite got I think they got their launch date.
Yeah, I think so.
Or early access.
The game just came out.
Early access, yeah. But it's got a lot of
that's full
release
coming. So early access I think is out.
Yeah, dude, this fucking game, bro. Oh my god, this game looks fucking good. No, get out. Go.
I thought you were talking about Diablo though. I was like, get the fuck out.
I thought you were talking about Diablo too. I was about to say, what?
No, it's this. It's the first Berserker.
Just got baited.
Kazan.
Kazan. Yeah, this does look really good actually.
So it's in the DNF universe, which DNF is Dungeon Fighter, right? Universe. Again, I don't follow the anime and all that kind of stuff. I do follow the fighting game.
No, there was an anime for this.
But but this game looks fucking badass. Again, it's a Souls-like. We're getting a lot of Souls-like. Okay, what I'm assuming it looks like it's a Souls-like. But the dude, what sells it for me is the fucking graphics. And again, Nexon, bro. Nexon is banging games out right now. Like it's nuts. So. But the graphic style of this, it's like this cel-shaded anime, but like still realistic look.
It reminds me of a project that was coming out recently. It was called Project Barbecue.
Yeah, Project Barbecue.
I'm not sure if that's still a thing because that was in Dungeon Fighter as well. That's what I was about to say. Is like that. I'm curious if that's what they just scrapped Project Barbecue and made this.
Yeah, it does look like Code Vein. It gives you a code.
It does.
That I searched Project BBQ, and that's what this came up. So
okay, so they scrapped. That sucks, kind of, because Project Barbecue was going to be pretty dope. It was supposed to be like a multiplayer.
I think that's what this is. I think that was just code.
Barbecue. No, Project Barbecue was completely different. It was supposed to be like a co-op, like almost a dungeon diver type situation with
people were saying that got canceled.
Yeah. So.
Well, I don't know, man. This thing fucking looks dope, dude.
I'm interested.
It's the graphics and also like the music that's being played, like that you're getting behind it is like you obviously can't hear, but it's amazing. Like it is fucking awesome. So again, if you're a Souls-like or you're liking Black Myth Wukong or whatever, I think that this game will be up your alley. But I don't know, man.
You just said Code Vein, Tony. That I think this definitely gives me Code Vein.
It looks just like it. The shell style, shading, like the style of it.
I see that. And the anime style, definitely.
Yep. Dark and Darker Mobile is coming out. Flotopia. All right. I do want to talk about this. And then we're gonna talk about this because I know Enigma, and we cannot end the show without Enigma talking about fucking Mafia. So
dude, that would be funny.
This game.
We need to talk about Mafia though.
I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry.
Did you click on Indiana Jones?
Yeah.
Oh.
We're gonna we'll go to Mafia, bro. This game. Why are people hyped for this game? Why do people think this game is gonna be good?
So here's the thing. Indiana Jones has a set fan base of people who like the games. Well, not the games, but the movies. Excuse me. This game may do well just off of the premise of Indiana Jones fan base. Like I'm not saying well, but people will buy it. Like I know people who is actually interested in Indiana Jones stuff. So
I like Indiana Jones. I grew up watching Indiana Jones.
Same with me.
Right.
Yeah. So
this looks dumb as shit to me.
People is gonna buy it.
Their whole entire choice of making this first person was stupid to me, just because they didn't want to be known as Uncharted. So
that was dumb.
First person.
That was dumb. Yeah, that was very dumb. If they went off of that premise,
they could have made.
You know what they could have done with this? Made this VR. Like, make me fucking Indiana Jones in a VR headset. I'm back in.
Sure.
Like,
since they're making the game first person, they might as well made it VR. Like,
VR would have been the dopest thing to do, just because.
I also feel like, and this is probably just a nitpick, but like I feel like the voice actor that they got for Indy is like, I feel like they could have gotten something better.
Is he kind of?
Wait,
he does not sound.
Harrison?
No, he doesn't sound anything like Indiana Jones. In my opinion, but that could just be me again. Like I said, it could just be a small nitpick. I don't think so. No.
Your game went from okay to just bad. You don't use the original voice actor. What is wrong with you?
You want to know why I think this game is gonna fail? Is because of the price point too. This game is going for $70.
It is Troy Baker. Okay.
Yeah, you could kiss my ass.
I thought it was.
Yeah, it is Troy Baker.
Yeah. And I like Troy Baker as a voice actor.
Yeah,
like, I think he has a really.
I just don't think that I don't think he fits Indy. Like it's just I don't know. Maybe and again that could just be the purist in me that's like, man, Harrison Ford is the only Indy, right? But like, I feel like they could have had some other people that they could have fucking went with if they couldn't go with Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford.
I know the reason they didn't make it VR now.
You told me like you said like, oh, all the indie fans are gonna love it, they're gonna, but like this is like the same thing like Aliens. Like Aliens has their dedicated fan base that fucking love Aliens and will defend Aliens to the death, right? And I get it, right? But like
Aliens actually has good games.
They have some, right? Like they've got some good games.
Hashtag not all.
Was so like
they have really bad games too.
I know Isolation was really good.
Isolation was really good. That's the top.
What was the fucking Alien Space Marine or whatever the fuck?
I don't know why.
Yeah, that's Space Marine.
Maybe
bullshit.
More nostalgia based. I was a fan of the old Alien and Predator games, but
I have heard that the new Alien Romulus is supposed to be fucking dope though.
I've heard it's supposed to be
the movie.
Good.
Yeah,
I gotta watch that.
I gotta go watch that at some point.
Well, anyway, you get to play it on in December, and then it's coming to PS5 in spring. So.
I also don't get people being a bitch about that. Like they're like, how dare you? Let's like, please stop. This is ridiculous. Stop the whole
Stop the cap.
Standing for the plastic box. Like you don't need to. It's ridiculous these days.
Okay,
guys.
well, how about we stand for old world, mafia.
Yes,
I
please. I have been literally asking for this. Okay, I'm sorry, Tony. You sit there for a second. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I have been asking for this.
God damn.
he loves this. Apparently,
I have been asking for this for fucking years, bro. Mafia 3, great game. Not saying it's bad. Awesome game. Wasn't Mafia. I'm sorry, it wasn't. You were some dude in fucking the Bayou going up against the KKK. Great premise. Loved it. You're not a Mafia member though. I'm sorry. That is not a Mafia game. Mafia 2. Amazing game. Why did we go away from the Mafia? Why did we go away from the 1950s, 1960s, 1940s? Right? Why did we do that? I don't understand that. Right? I am so glad to hear that we're going back to the old school style of Mafia. Not only the old school style, but the original Mafia in Sicilia. Right? Or in Sicily. I'm sorry. Not Sicilia. Sicily. I was looking at YouTube chat. Sicily, we're going back to the originals, and I'm really hoping that we're going back to like the original, like Don Corleone, and some of the like seeing the introductory story for those characters. I think would be a dope Mafia game. Like that to me would be amazing. Sorry, go ahead, Tony. I'm sorry. I'm just really excited.
You're good. Yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Why are you excited? Why are you excited about it? I mean,
so I'm excited about the game just because of the simple fact is I love the Mafia games. The Godfather game. I actually really enjoyed them. The very first one was really good. The second one was good. The third one, like Enigma said, it was good, but they went off the premise with it. They added characters from the second and first games, but the combat
they were secondary characters. That was the biggest issue that I had with it. Is like they were like a Mafia game, right? You're playing Mafia 3, right? But you're not actually in the Mafia.
So Tony, I can't tell if you're actually excited for this game because your level of excitement is just not to where Enigma's is at right now.
The reason I'm not excited, I'm not overly excited, is because the problem is for me, it's just a cinematic. I haven't seen anything.
It is.
I don't get excited over cinematics.
No, that's
anymore.
a very fair.
Very fair.
What was there was some kind of pushback or whatever else about it because of something that they showed that had like I don't know. I just remember seeing like a gun with a scope or some shit that they were just like, this isn't right. Like to some, I don't know. There was some kind of controversy. I need to find it. Like, I don't know what that was, but I don't know. As someone that's never played Mafia or any of the Mafia games,
you need to try at least.
First off, you're doing yourself a disservice for not playing Mafia 1 and 2 at least.
Okay, I'm really gonna piss you off now and say that. Like, I always looked at it and being like, "What is this knockoff bullshit GTA fucking trying?"
Wow, like, wow, bro.
I'm not saying that was little sin. That was when I was little. That was I'm just trying to understand. Is it really that like intense of a game? Like it's
no, it's a really
story
good game.
Is everything about it is just really good.
It's got story.
I'm gonna be real with you though. I think Godfather is better. Just my opinion. That's just I'm dropping that just because in Godfather you could extort people. You could do all types of. Godfather was better.
This close, bro. You're
just saying, bro. Just saying. Godfather was a better game. Just throwing that out there.
That close, Tony. That close. If Tony's not on the show next week, you know why.
Damn.
Okay.
Imagine you're not liking someone's game.
Might actually be in a Mafia. All right.
Okay.
No, Godfather was really good. I'm not gonna lie. Like Godfather was extremely good. I grew up on Mafia though. Like I didn't play Godfather until after I had played Mafia 2. So like I got introduced into Godfather after Mafia 1 and Mafia 2. So I don't know. The new Mafia.
I was just saying it's real weird, man. Your door's creeping and opening, and a guy is pointing to Tony, being like, "I got him." And like
I'm about to get the garage.
I got you, boss. Yeah.
Oh man. All right.
Gobbledygook, as I told you to say.
All right. I think we're done with the Gamescom, at least opening night ceremonies.
Thank you for checking out the patch notes. If you enjoyed this small selection from our podcast, come and join us every Thursday at 10:30 p.m. Eastern. for the full unfiltered pre-patch podcast. And check out our past shows on anchor.fm/prepatch podcast.